Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. I just wanted to create a video because I got one of these little gadgets made by Vader. But it's basically just a Tambi that attaches to the stick. It's got a strong rubber band that holds the top down. But this is what the unit looks like. And they're steel jangles, not brass. So it'd be better if they were brass, but still cool. Because what I've been doing in the past, if you've seen some of my videos, is I'm just taping shakers onto certain things. So that way you just get the sound of the shaker, you know, like where you can do regular rhythms with it. And I'll be holding all these things, but... I'm playing, holding like this and Jerry holding to try everything together. But I just wanted to show you what I, kind of some ideas that came up with the textures of it. And then that way, you can do regular shaker rhythms with it, but then also get the sound of the shaker. Or like with 16ths. But you have to like tape it on with gaff tape and all that, right? And then also same thing with like the Tambi. I've been putting the Tambi up here, getting that kind of sound, so that you get that sound instead of mounting it up on the tension rod where it's floating up here and just shaking like that. This way you get the sound of it with doing the normal foot action like you would if it's on the tension rod. In addition to when you hit it, just hit it with a stick. Okay, so anyway, now back to my point. So what it does is it has a slow hook on the end, goes on the end like that, right? So it's secured down at the bottom of the stick. Then you just throw the rubber band on top of it. Just give me a second here so I can do it properly, not break the rubber band or overstretch it. And then you just roll it down to, you can see like right here how it has these two little divot grooves right there. It's kind of hard to see with the Tambis in the way, but there's a kind of a better shot. But these little grooves right here, right where my finger's at, and on the other side here. So you just slip the rubber band up to there. It holds that part on top, and then it has this little space right here for your thumb. So you just grab on with your thumb. So then that way, it's not going to rotate a bunch as you're playing. Rotate this the way and that way. You got somewhat of a grip with it. You can kind of anchor your thumb there. You can use it just as a jangle. But they're kind of cool. And you can buy ones that are shaker versions of these two that are about the same size, but they're filled with sand and have the shaker sound instead of Tambi. So you could like put a Tambi on one, a shaker on another, two Tambis, two shaker, whatever. But it's just cool to have that kind of texture and what you're able to play with it and how it interacts, because so you can see with just one stroke so you can hear it like it, and then also if you turn it upside down, it gives you a little bit lighter texture or a different texture versus up. It is slipping a little bit. It's kind of hard, you got to hold on to it because I have a really loose grip. Like I don't hold tight. So with these, like you kind of do have to force your thumb there and spot to keep it there, and then also play in a lighter texture too. But I think it's cool, and that way, if you ever got a part like, because sometimes I don't know how many of you played like acoustic sets where you have to play a cajon or a djembe. And then a lot of times you'll have a foot tambi, so it's like a nylon strap that goes around your shoe, and then every time you stomp your foot or just tap your heel, then it gives you that tambi sound, kind of like you put 2 and 4 there basically, you know. So that way you can have the tambi sound as you're playing the cajon or the djembe, and then maybe a cymbal as well. Well, this type of stuff would go great with that. Sorry, I'm playing some of the similar grooves, but I don't know, just trying to think of some little shaker grooves that, but that might be cool. And also, I'm still learning how to use. I literally just got it, but it's interesting how it gives you, for one stroke, it gives you, you know, multiple notes. You can hear it. Yeah, the fills are going to be something else. It's kind of slipping as I was playing the fill. But you know, it's just a cheap piece of gear too, so I'm not, you know, maybe this isn't like a glowing review of it, but as soon as I get used to like how the textures work, how to hold it properly, how to use it in certain contexts, this thing's going to be awesome. I love it. That's kind of cool. So when you do different play like triplets or even 16s, like. It's kind of a cool little gadget. So, and I don't know, you're playing with shaker too with this one, like maybe put one in the left hand, one in the other. Just experiments in sound. This is, see, you can see, like, I have joy doing this. This is kind of fun. It's just like creating different weird textures. Oh no, my rubber band broke. Well, that's alright. I'll just find a better industrial strength rubber band. I was wondering, it's like this where it kept flopping up. And I knew right away when I saw the rubber band that it came with, I was like, uh-oh, this is going to be a flimsy rubber band. But, thankfully, I have some really, really strong rubber bands inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to devote a stick just to this. And then when I put it on, I'm going to like triple or quadruple rubber band it there, and maybe even put a piece of tape around it. just so that way it doesn't really, you know, because it's just sliding all over the place without that. So, whoops, you know, I guess playing maybe a little too hard for it. But, you know, it's not like they're like meant to be great and super expensive and all this cool stuff, but it does add a cool element to where then that way you don't have to like hold multiple percussive elements to still get those sounds out of them. Like I was saying with the shaker, you know. Okay, well, that's going to be a long video, 11 minutes. I don't know, I guess I'll probably just post the whole thing. Because, I don't know, you know, even when there's mistakes or that kind of stuff, like, it's cool just to see how those different percussive elements work and what they sound like together. So I like listening just on playback, too, to kind of see, you know, what works, what doesn't. And then also, now I know that, you know, this is cool, I like it in the way that it attaches, but it's obviously it's going to need something more like gaff tape or a really strong rubber band around it. That rubber band was really small. It's like a little tiny O-ring, basically. So that's what I'm going to do. But happy drumming, everyone. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I got to get in for lessons here soon, but I always like to come out and, you know, just say hi to everyone, do a little warm-up, do some explorations, kind of explain the reasoning behind some of the things that I do, and blah, 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 blah. So, thanks for bearing with me, and, you know, I really appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. So, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I'll see you on the next one. All right? Take care. Happy drumming. Happy drumming. No matter where I hit, something's going to make a noise. Alright guys, take care.